What's going on YouTube? It's your boy John B. Come back to you guys with a brand new haircut tutorial. So today we're going to be changing my boy's life. He's looking real lost right now, but we're going to be cleaning him up. But we're going to be doing a number 5 on top with a really clean bald fade. So first I'm going to be using my Gamma X Ergos, and I'm going to be running over the top with the number 5. If you guys haven't got this clipper, it's pretty good in my opinion. It's a real different feel from using like regular clippers like Magic Clip and Rebels. They all kind of feel the same, so this is a different feel, but it cuts pretty good in my opinion. Usually my masters are my go-to, but I just picked these clippers up and I've been using them lately and they've been working real good for me. So next I'm going to be using my Zero Gap Babyliss trimmers, and I'm going to make my first guideline. So my first guideline is going to be pretty much even with his eyebrows. That's how I usually make my first guideline, just so I know both sides are even. That way you don't have to keep checking. So I'm just going to make it real clean and even. Same on the other side, and I do flip the clipper like that sometimes, but I don't recommend you guys doing it if you guys are beginner barbers, because it is going to be harder to take out that bald line. And these trimmers are really good because, as you can see, they knock off the hair like butter. Next, I'm going to take my number 3 guard, lever all the way closed, and I'm going to go all the way straight up, but not into the top. So I'm going at a 90-degree angle pretty much, and yeah, just going straight up. So now that's all cleaned up, we're going to take our no guard and lever all the way open, and by that I mean with the lever all the way down and where the clippers extended by its blades. So we're gonna be going about 1 inch high. We're not gonna be too tight on this blend. So we're gonna make this guideline, and don't be afraid to go over your guidelines multiple times just so it's all even. Next we're gonna snap our number 1 guard, and you're gonna go all the way open as well, and follow the same guideline that you made with your no guard, just because it'll make your job easier in the end and keep your fade even too. Next, take your number 2 guard and you're gonna go right above that, and basically we're gonna be blending down at this point and finish that last bald line with the no guard. So stick with it, flick out. As you can see right here, I'm very like particular in being light-handed, and you can see in this video like I'm not digging in at all. Then we're gonna close the lever. So with my bigger guards, I don't really like to be too intricate with like open, 3/4 open, halfway open. Like I just like to do open and close. When I get towards my 1.5, that's when I try to like go halfway open only and use my corners. As you can see right here, I see a little dark spot, and just by using the corner, it'll blend that blend that little dark spot out. I like to leave the area by his lineup kind of darker, so it'll give like a better gradiency. Next, we're gonna skip the 1 guard and we're gonna go with the half guard, starting with it all the way open, and we're gonna close it notch by notch. As you can see right there, I'm closing it notch by notch, using my corners to make sure to get all those dark spots. And as you can see, I'm not going like too fast. I'm just going at my own like my pace. Like I don't want to really rush the fade or anything. Next, we're gonna go to number 1 guard and take out those little dark spots that we couldn't get with the half guard. And I'm doing those steps just because it's something different, you know. Next, we're gonna clean up this last bald line. So we're gonna start with a lever all the way closed, and we're gonna slowly work our way up. So we're just gonna tap at that bottom line. We're not gonna flick out too much just because you don't want to bring the fade any higher. So if you're just trying things out, you might want to just go notch by notch, go up a little by little, and it will leave some dark areas, but you will have to use your corners like how I am right here. Try to like learn different angles with your clippers when you're going with like the no guard or a half guard, just to, it's pretty much like detail work. So that's pretty much what I like to do. I like to do a lot of detail work because when you're cutting hair, you want to like envision the fade, like how it's gonna look on the head. Like you don't want to just go through the steps and be fine with the product that comes out. You want to envision it while you're doing it. I know it's kind of hard at first, but you have to kind of train your eye to really like see what you're doing. I've been cutting hair for over 10 years, so I have a decent eye for a nice haircutter now, or a nice blend. And I've been trying different techniques for all these years, and it's fun to like master different techniques. That way you never get complacent, or you never get bored of barbering. You always love it. That's how I always feel. Like whenever I get complacent, I just try a new technique, and it's pretty much fun. And as you can see here, that blend is coming out, and we're almost ready for the lineup. I like to do one side of the head at a time, just because I'm more focused, and I don't feel like I'm like rushing through the haircut. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of touch-up work right here, a lot of detail work. And don't be afraid to go with your other guards and clear up any dark spots, because that's part of it. You can't just go through your steps and expect the blend to be perfect. Like, you have to keep doing detail work, but don't overdo it as well though. Like right here, I'm being real intricate with the little lines I see, little dark spots, and yeah, look at that fade. So next we're gonna be going with the balder, and this is really gonna make the fade pop. And if you have a client that can handle the balders, then it'll make life a lot easier. Some people can't handle it because they bump up, but majority of my clients are like Hawaiian or Asian, so they don't usually have a problem with balders. And yeah, it just makes the fade pop on a whole nother level. And as you can see here, I'm being very light-handed when I'm using the balder, because at this point you don't want to make a harsh line because the fade is already done. So next we're gonna move on to the backside, and pretty much I'm just gonna not really explain what I'm doing, because this is gonna be the same exact steps, but you can sit back and enjoy it if you want. Yeah, so just sit back and watch the steps if you want to learn something. It is gonna be a fast forward a little bit, but I'll get at you guys when we're doing the lineup. All right, to start the lineup, I like to do this on some clients just to trim up the front, just so it's a little shorter and easier to line up. And as you can see, there are some dark spots in the fade, but I don't usually line up at the end. I usually line up during the fade. That way I can see all the dark spots that pop out after. But you'll see that along the line when you're cutting hair. Whenever you do a lineup, you will see some imperfections in the fade that you will have to clean up later. So first, yeah, I like to trim the bangs a little bit, make it all shorter, and then take my time when I'm lining them up. I start from the middle and I work my way to the sides. And always keep a brush or a comb in your hand, on your other hand, so you can keep brushing the hair down, because that's one thing that you're gonna have to keep doing over and over again, because just because you line it up once doesn't mean it's gonna be perfect. You have to keep brushing. And if you guys haven't yet, try using your left hand or your opposite hand and practice lining up, because it does help a lot. Moving on to the other side, we've been doing the same exact steps. We didn't really do anything to my boy's beard. I kind of just blended it in, but I didn't include that in the video because it wasn't really anything crazy. So over here, we're doing these vertical bars, making sure it's both straight and even. If you haven't yet, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps my algorithm, helps me stay motivated to keep pushing out these videos. And I really do hope it is like teaching you guys some stuff, because that's my real goal, is to try to spread my work and yeah, help as much people as I can. I try to drop a video at least once a week. The reason I didn't drop a video last week is because me and my family got sick, so I wasn't really in the mood to make a video. I just was trying to cut hair and go home and try to get my son better, get my girl better, get myself better. And then so we're just razoring his lineup. If you haven't yet, if you don't know, try to really pull the skin, but don't pull it too much, just enough to get a good stretch and good pull, so you can glide the razor. And you want to glide the razor up and down, not side to side. You do not want to be nicking your client or anything. Just have a smooth little glide. This is what I always found fun about barbering when I first got into it. I always wanted to do razor work, and that's why it's one of my favorite things to do. So this is how my client came in. My boy Jeff, he was looking pretty rough, and this is how he left walking out. I was pretty stoked about this haircut. Shout out to him for always letting me use him as a model for my videos. And if you haven't yet, drop a like, comment, subscribe what you want to see next. It's your boy John B, and I'm out.